Hi, I'm Anne. Thank you so much for taking time out to watch this year's video. The 2014 year was really a milestone year in Telecare's history. You did so many great things advancing our mission of excellence. Because of the implementation of the Affordable Care Act nationally, really the scale and scope of what you were able to accomplish was greater than ever before. Last year, you partnered with a greater diversity of customers, including not only state and county agencies, but health plans and hospital systems and criminal justice system, so your impact is being felt in ever more places. In addition, last year you served over 35,000 unique individuals, helping them to gain more resilience and to reclaim their hopes and dreams. You did this with older adults, kids, those experiencing their first break, and individuals with increasingly complex needs, including physical health and substance abuse. Equally important, you did the hard work internally to ensure that we secure our infrastructure as we grow and retain the quality of what we do. This includes establishing Telecare University so we could develop the clinical and interpersonal skills and management skills that we need as an organization. Automating medical records through the implementation of critical new technology so we have the tools that we need to be an excellent organization. And equally important, developing new communication systems so that we're staying flexible and responsive to each other's needs as we grow and change as an organization. 2015 is an even more important year. It's our 50th anniversary as an organization, and this is such an amazing accomplishment. Not that many organizations make it to their 50th year. And it all started at Gladman Memorial Hospital when my dad and his partners had a vision of creating a different approach that would really make more of a difference in the lives of individuals with mental illness and help them move forward in ways that weren't possible before. So it's been 50 years, and even though we've changed and grown in so many ways in that time, there's certain things about us that have stayed the same, the most important things, that we do whatever it takes and are innovative and creative in the way we serve clients to help them achieve their hopes and dreams. That we stay flexible and strive to be an excellent partner with our customer, changing and adapting and delivering better value, not just to clients, but to the whole system. The fact that we stay cohesive, like a family, one for all for one, working hard to bring out the best in each other so that we do our best and grow in the process of helping other people to grow. All of these core values are the things that have sustained us. Because of this milestone, we decided to spin this year's video a little differently by having you hear from our senior leaders in terms of what motivates them, what inspires them, and how we're all going to work together in the years ahead to do what matters most to all of us, helping individuals with mental illness to recover their lives.
I have family members with mental illness, and then just very early in my career, when I got out of college, I went and worked at a runaway youth shelter, and I was 22 and very naive. And for me, it was a very formative experience because I really wanted to help, and I was trying to help, but I also realized I didn't know very much, and so. It really caused me to want to go back to school and get better at being helpful.
For myself, for example, my oldest brother, David, is autistic, and although not part of a mental illness, I watched my family grow up just kind of struggling, getting the services that he needed in order to really live a full life. And immediately then, I knew as early as 7th grade that this was what I wanted to do.
I'm at Telecare because my family has been personally touched by mental illness, and I share with you I have a 6-year-old with developmental disabilities, and I also lost a family member to suicide. It's incumbent on every one of us to try to help and provide the support and really enable people to fulfill their potential, as we say in our mission.
Well, I came to Telecare because there's, compared to other organizations I've worked for, Telecare has just a fantastic overlay of professional resources. It really helps to create an organization that focuses on quality and focuses on patient care.
You know, I've worked in healthcare pretty much my entire career, but what drew me to Telecare was the SMI population. I have 4 older brothers and 2 of whom have serious mental illness. And so being able to be part of an organization that really builds dignity and holds the hope for its clients and members is just really important to me.
I think I always wanted to do something more than, you know, be a widget maker. I think it was important, I think it is important, and it's why people stay here, that the company's mission and what we're providing is something that's contributing to making the world a little bit better and hopefully helping people. And I think that was, in my heart, important in some respect. I didn't know that I would end up in a mental health company when I was, you know, in college or early in my career, but I think I'm glad it worked out this way.
Telecare became a interesting possibility for me. It really was very intriguing. The combination of things held real promise in terms of being able to not just impact a lot of lives, but to be able to be a part of something that would also have a legacy over time.
If you get up in the morning and go do work that you find meaningful, that's a privilege. Our services are only as good as our employees, and our employees are so good at what they do because they work at those relationships with our clients, and they love what they do, and they care about the clients they're serving, and they're endlessly creative and endlessly hardworking to deliver remarkable things that the average person can't even imagine.
It's a culture that supports people doing what they love to do. There are many people whose passion is helping other people. I think what Telecare does is provide an opportunity and a structure. It's kind of pulls the customer with the people who need services together with the approaches that Telecare has developed over time, and it allows that the magic to take place there.
Just last week I was at a program going out in the field with one of our employees, and they were having a Halloween party the next day, and she was encouraging a particular client to come in, and but the employee's calendar the next day was full, and so she couldn't physically go get the client. And so she made a commitment to drop off bus passes to the client the next morning on her way to work. And just that small act makes a big difference. And so to be part of creating a culture where people have a passion to do that really is a privilege for me.
When I first came on board around Christmas time, I was in one of our LA programs, community programs, just down the street from Skid Row. And I went out in Skid Row with our team, the compassion, whatever it takes. You know, look at each individual as human beings where they are, and try to help and support. And it's very humbling. It's very humbling.
The anxiety that I hear the most focuses around ensuring that we protect our culture while we move forward with the infrastructure and kind of the growth and development of our programs. That's really, really important to people, and it's something that I've heard loud and clear. And so as I work with the vice presidents and the regional directors and others to move programming forward, at the heart of our discussions has always been, how do we do this and maintain our culture? It's important to folks and important to me, and I think to the rest of the Telecare organization.
We are the culture and we are the milieu. We're the value of Telecare, and we promote that.
The culture of the organization and the mission and what we do is something that you're not going to get everywhere, and that's what keeps people here, you know, more than anything.
We are trustworthy, and we are only trustworthy because of all of our employees and the values that we live by, so that counties and states and health plans trust us and believe that when we say we're going to do something, we're going to do our very best to deliver that.
I think it's a number of things. It's being open and transparent about our you know, what it takes to be financially healthy. It's trying to solve their problem. Like any business, I think, you know, you want to understand what they're facing and make it work for them, you know, in the best way that we can.
From a clinical perspective, it's making sure that we've engaged in the overall county culture, or sometimes helping to change that culture. I mean, we touch a lot of aspects of people's lives, and we do that with our partners, our customers.
Being a good partner to our customer means being responsive. It means being proactive to what their business needs are. It means ensuring that we have the systems and processes so that we can help them tell our story, and just being available and flexible.
In my dreams, Telecare, in 50 years, we will still have the trust of our clients and our customers, and will be big and healthy and thriving.
50 years ago, I don't think our founders could really envision what it was that we would become, because Telecare has grown out of the needs that occur over time. I think that Telecare will still be basically extremely customer-oriented. I think it'll be very creative in ways that it approaches working with the people that we serve. And I think it'll look nothing like any of us can anticipate, because Telecare grows in this kind of organic, meeting the needs of the moment and the customer kind of way.
Going forward, I'm really optimistic that the company will be larger, will be sort of a known quantity. It won't just be that, you know, if you asked a mental health professional in California, they might know who Telecare is, but that within the United States, we would be a brand that people recognized as a quality standard for treating mental illness in this country.
It will be in 50 states, but definitely in Missouri, where my brothers live. I think we will help, hopefully on a political front, influence reform, that we will help be part of the voice of removing the stigma of mental illness. I think it's yet to be seen what Telecare can do and influence in this country, but I see us influencing on a national level.
Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and congratulations on entering our 50th year. I hope this is a year where we pause and celebrate not only where we've been and where we're going, but the core values that have sustained us, our commitment to our clients, to building relationships with each other, with our partners, and to driving for excellence and impact everywhere we go. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your commitment. I'm excited to work with you in the year ahead and in the many years to come.